Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This time we will be talking about my first athlete for the pick is no other than Miss Sanya Richards-Ross. Now, Sanya Richards-Ross is just an incredible American as well as a Jamaican sprinter. So I would call her a dual citizen sprinter because she was born in Jamaica, Kingston, and she formerly runs for the United States, right? So Sanya Richards-Ross, born February 26, 1985, and she also competed internationally again for the USA. Now she has won a lot of medal tallies over the years. We could consider her as one of those greats, and was also one of those bigger names to help the US team, especially in the female part, win some of the relay medals all the way up to championship medals. Now, one thing that Sanya Richards-Ross have ahead of a lot of people is she started off with the Texas A&M Aggie, which she is an alumni of the school. She competed, I think, in 2003. She definitely really started getting her name, known. And she made her team later on in 2004, where she competed and at the trials, at the USA trials in 2004. Now, after competing, she made her debut as an elite sprinter at the biggest stage in Athens, where she competed at the 400 meters, as well as she also helped contributed herself to run at the 4x4 relay on the female team. And the place that she ran at, I think they won gold at the relay in Athens. Young Sanya Richards-Ross, little did she know how great she was going to be in the past few years to come, starting off very early. She did also won a lot of U records as well, and being very dominant in the 400. And she is a very versatile runner. One thing I could tell you guys about that, not only she could be able to run all the way up to 100, but she could also do 200, but she mostly specialized in the 400 meters. Now, after competing in Athens and winning gold at the 4x4, she did continue to run and pursue more into her goals. Now, I'm not sure which place she fell into on 2004 individually, but flash forward 4 years later, it was at the Beijing Olympics where she really started stepping her game up. She was one of the favorites to win the gold in the 400, but sadly she definitely got cut short. She got out too quickly. One thing about the 400, as she quotes, that you can't get too comfortable to run the 400 because most of the time you could definitely see yourself slacking off. So shortly she fell into fourth and all the way up to third place, winning the bronze medal at the Beijing Games. Followed by London 2012, flash forward again, Sanya Richards-Ross as well as Allyson Felix yet again, and another new face which missed the trials in 08, Carmelita Jeter. All three of them end up winning the trials at the London 2012 US trials, thus making the team for the US team, where Sanya Richards-Ross yet again, after being defeated going to third place from Beijing, had a newfound respect as well as dedication to not only beat the new competitor, where she got defeated by Christina Hurugu, which was the defending champion coming into the London Games, and having all the other world championship leaders that has won at the Daegu 2011 championship. So Sanya Richards-Ross was definitely the favorite coming into the games. Not only as she qualified for each round, she continued to run and pursue more into the race. So one thing about Sanya Richards-Ross yet again is that she was also held the American record, which I think it was 49 flat, if I'm not mistaken, or 48. She has run sub 48 before, you know, mid 48 times before, so she's not new to running those times, which is crazy. She has won multiple international relay medals, so coming into the London Games for her was not just a understanding to not repeat the same mistake as she did. She really timed herself perfectly running the race, thus making her become the Olympic champion of the 2012 Olympic Games, thus cementing her winning the games. She then ended up winning, I think it was 3 or 2 gold medals at the games, where she competed in the 4x4 as well as the 400. So she beat out Christina Hurugu, who won second place at the 400 finals at London, and you had the phenomenal Didi Charter winning the 3rd place. So as becoming Olympic champion, she not only was very gratitude about that, you know, she said this was her best run, especially for the 400, as she been #1 since, you know, 2005 all the way up to 2009, and then again 2012 London. So she has been winning a lot of, you know, 400 international relays as well as winning time. So not only when she ended up winning the gold medal, she came back and helped the team in the 4x4 at London, winning the 4x4 relay with a team of Sanya Richards-Ross, which was anchor leg. Second leg was Allison Felix. First leg was Didi Charter. And I think the 3rd person that was running was, I think her name is Makarori, Francina Makarori, if I'm not mistaken. I might be right. So those 3 or those 4 end up winning with a sensational time. They almost got close to the world record of the 4x4, where she ran a 3:16.88, which was the fastest qualifying time at the London Games to win the gold medal for the 4x4. So later on, I think Felix broke the world record at the 4x1, which not only Felix got 3 medals, and Sanya Richards-Ross also got medals, so both of their names were already cemented in the history books of what they said. So she has a lot of fast times. You know, she's very sub 49 runner and sub 50 runner, so she has a lot of accolades in her name. You know, 2005 all the way up to 2009, she has won some medals at World Championship, Helsinki, Daegu, Istanbul, like all those World Championships. Sanya Richards not only been one of the top runners, she either come 1st or 2nd, which is amazing. Another thing that ended up happening is, as the year went on, they came back at the World Championship in Beijing 2015, where she came in 2nd place in the 4x4, where she got outbeat by the Jamaicans, who won a solid leg after winning. And then flash forward at the 2016 Rio Olympic trials, where Sanya Richards-Ross yet again had something to prove. So now she became a 3-time Olympic champion, and then winning the trials, she got hurt because she was still suffering an injury from the previous, I guess, cycle of training. So over time, coming into the Olympic rounds, which are normally 3 rounds, she definitely ended up, you know, running through the rounds, but when she got to the final of the rounds, she ended up not really doing too well due to the fact of the leg injury and severe, injury like that. So she had to pull back. So which does giving this new face that shares the same alumni school with her, which was called Courtney Okolo, who won the 400, moving to the final of the 400 at the 2016 trials. So Sanya Richards-Ross ended her career there, but at the end she ended up becoming a 4-time US Olympian. So she just didn't have the chance to compete at the 2016 game, but she ended up having a new opportunity, which was becoming an announcer, which nowadays you could find her helping announcing athletes or new upcoming athletes. So she is amazing. So check her out, and I'll leave the link to some of her things. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.